Hi everyone. So welcome back to social science class. See, previous class we had discussed about what is democracy and then why democracy. So regarding this, we learned a lot of things. Then last class actually we started to discuss about the advantages and the disadvantages of the system of the democracy. So especially now we are going to learn one by one. So first we are go through the arguments against democracy. Arguments against democracy. Arguments against democracy. See, here arguments against democracy means it is about very clear demerits of the democratic system of the government. Demerits are the disadvantages of this system. See, there are a lot of, actually we came to know that after learning so many things, especially about the democracy, so we can come to conclude very clearly that democracy is one of the best form of the government. Democracy is one of the best form of the government compared to the rest of the systems. Even maybe the monarchy or the kingship or military government or communist type of the government or even the dictatorship also. See, compared to all these types of government, so when we start to compare, then it's very clear that, and then we came to know, and even everybody can say, and they would like to say something about in favor of democracy. In favor of democracy. See, here, let us discuss about arguments against democracy. That means now in this class we are going to learn about demerits of the democracy. See, there are so many things are there. So I think in such as our country, the biggest, actually India, it is one of the largest country, and Indian democracy, it is one of the biggest democracy in the world democratic countries. See, here it is very clear that after looking after the independence after 1947, so the government, the India, our country adopted a democratic system of the government. It is pre-planned by our national leaders and then our national struggles, those who are sacrificed their life, whatever it may be. Okay. See, the thing is that after the recent experience of the system of the democracy, of course, there is no doubt it is the best form of the government. But the thing is that there are so many problems. Especially like our country, the biggest country, especially even still we are unable to reach the 100% literacy. Even though the literate people, the educated class people only completely are not. Maybe the some of the, so there are two things we can observe then before us. One thing that is about the corruption in a democratic system, and then another one thing, so that is about the worst politics in this system, because especially we are adopted multinational political party system. So regarding this we are going to learn more and more in the next class. So in this system, the major problem of the democratic countries is about the practice of corruption by all the levels of the people, government officials, and even the government also sometimes involving in this corruption and all. And then the role of the politicians. See, apart from, so we know only those things. democracy means corruption, then they can't avoid, they can't control, the government cannot run properly, or so on those so things, and then everybody they are go behind the power to become a MLA, to become a MP, or to become a minister, or to become a minister, I mean the chief minister or prime minister, like that. So each and so okay. Then apart from that, there are so many demerits are there in our system. There are so many demerits. So let us discuss about which we may know or we may not know some of the arguments against the democracy. So see the one by one. See, dear students, in a democracy, leaders keep changing. Leaders keep changing. This is the first thing. Why? Because, so it is very clear that it is one of the elected government which is run by the elected representatives. So in this system, the maximum term for the elected representatives, it is about only the 5 years. If once the person elected for the respective post, I mean for MLA or MP for different level, see, they're the maximum, then we cannot say whether they are going to complete the complete 5 years, or even there is the situations and there is the possibility also before completion of their period, the government, whether state or central, may dissolve by the governor or the president due to different reason. This is one thing. So there is what we call the instability of the government, because the leaders will always keep changing in a democratic system, and this leads to instability. The government is not stable. The instability of the government. So then, if the government itself the not stable means or unstable, then we cannot expect anything also for the people to do good for the people specially. See, because we are electing for only the 5 years, whoever it may be, for MP or for MLA, for any, we are conducting election and we are electing our representatives only for 5 years. And even in between, suppose if the government lost its majority and there is the possibility of the, and even sometimes, see, the democracy means the government stand on the basis of a number or the majority. And sometimes nowadays we all of you knows that there is no single political party may not come to power in even in a central also, even in there are so many states also. There we can see the coalition government. I mean, so the different political parties they are coming together. I mean, so together they are forming the 2 or more than 2 political parties, and there also we can see the number game. See, because of all these reasons, and sometimes even, not only this, even in their own political party itself, maybe from high command side, from party side, they may going to change their leaders also. See, this all completely affect on the system of the government. So this is the one thing. So please keep it in your mind. In a democracy, this is the what the arguments against democracy. The leaders are always keep changing in the system, and it leads instability. It leads instability. And let us come to the second point. See, democracy means, so there we can see the election system, because we are electing our representatives for the different level of the government, for maybe the local or state or central. See, here election means it is about competition. among the candidates, among the people, among the political parties and all. See, when the competition start among all these the candidates or among the different political parties, so there is no doubt it is all about the power play. It is all about the power play. See, there is no scope for morality. There is no scope for morality. See, democracy means there should be they must conduct to choose their representatives through the election. So election means it is about power. So in this situation, to win in the election, the candidate can do whatever he wants, the different tricks. So already we learned in the previous classes with the example of Mexico also, even why we should go for that much of for Mexico or some other countries. Even we are experiencing, all of you knows that even the small kids also knows that those who are even not getting a right to vote in our country, and even those who are cast their vote also above 18 years, the female. See, the thing is that whatever the tricks are the candidate going to dominate on the people to win in the election, it is so different. And to win in the election, the people can do whatever, maybe the supply of money, and then even what we called as the supplying of the alcoholic drinks, and then some other immoral activities. See, all these things because of election, because they must win in the election. See, there we cannot see the moral or their morality. See, it is very clear that there is no scope for morality during this power play or during the election system, because everybody wants to win in the election, but the thing is that to win in the election, so the candidates go through the different tricks. The candidates go through the different tricks, and then even different activities, and so on. So things all of you knows that. Then in single word I can say like that, it is completely depend upon the amount how much they are going to spend in the election. Even we can't say that if I am going to spend a lot of amount, whether I am going to win in the election. No, we can't say like that also, because the people also very clever. So they are going to get the benefits. Actually, in a democracy, it should not happen. Buying a vote or purchasing a vote or selling themselves vote, it's all actually completely whatever the fraud things are. It should not happen, but even during different election time, especially all of you are going to get this experience very soon, because now the government of Karnataka is ready to conduct the elections for Gram Panchayat level. Then from that only it is going to start. Corruption and then immoral activities and whatever they are do, even the rural people, even some of the uneducated people also. And if you are going to ask about anything, they don't know the basic concept, but they are talking about international politics and all. Just they want to win in the election, because in our system, especially in our country, if I am going to elect for some, there is not everyone, but the maximum. You may watching every day the different medias, electronic medias, and then print medias and social medias and all. There are the politicians, how they were. So I think it is not, no need to explain a lot about our politicians, and then don't mind even if they are having the political, the background, so on and so things. So this is all about the text, whatever we are discussing about. So it is very clear that, so democracy, it is all about the political, the competition and power play, and there is no scope for morality. See, the next point about arguments against the democracy, it is about, see here, in a democratic system, actually the group of those who are running the government, it's not by a single person. It's actually the system where the maximum numbers are including, whether in state or central government. So here, there's so many people have to, what we call, to be consulted in a democracy, that it leads to delays. The decisions, whatever going to take by the government, it is always because of that system. So we cannot expect quick decision in this system. So always, so here it actually deals with delay. Always late. There are so many plans, there are so many schemes, and there are so many things, it is on paper only. Even sometimes, so they are not going to implement also. See, to take any decision and to pass any order, so the single person cannot take its own decision. Even if the person take a decision also, then it should be discussed in both the assemblies. It should be discussed with the both the houses, whether in state or central government. Then afterwards, it should be passed by the parliament, and then that should go to the president's signature. And after the getting signature from the respective president, then only that is going to be implemented through again the government officials. See, here there are two sides. One is that is about discussing and passing in a parliament or in both the houses of the assemblies. Again, there is a lot of delay. And again, that should be reached the president, and then again that should come to once again the officers level. Then even these officers also, they cannot go into implement immediately with a serious action. So don't mind. Why? Because it's really very painful. We need to call as the government officials, as the government, the public servants. The government officials are public servants. Whether it is applicable or it is a suitable term for the government officials, those who are working even from the IAS, IPS, from grade 1 level to the group D. But there are a lot of honest fellows also, there is no doubt. I'm not blaming the entire government officials, or I'm not blaming the entire politicians. So there are officers, there are officials. So those who are expecting to move the file in every step. So without money, without getting something, so they cannot move the file from one table to another table. See, this is also another side, one from the government side, so there is so delay, and then another one side because of our officers or officials, or the system of the officials, it's like that only. So once again, I would like to remind, it may hurt for some of you, those who are working in a government sector. So my purpose, it's not like that, but the frank I am telling, to be frank, it is the fact, it's the real. See, this is the one thing. So here so many people have to be consulted in a democracy, and it leads to always delay. And dear students, the next thing, the elected leaders, whoever we are electing now, so those elected leaders, they do not know the best interest of the people. We are electing our MLA, we are going to elect our MP, but those MLA or those MPs, so they do not know the best interest of the people. They know what they want, but they don't know what people are expecting from them. See, because of this reason, it leads to bad decisions. It leads to bad decisions. Why? Because no? So, actually we are electing our representative to look after the entire our constituency in that respective area. But the thing is that what we are expecting from our representative, it's like a dream. We cannot get the things. And even the people, those who are electing are our representatives, so they are unable to understand. And even they are, whether are you observed anywhere, the maximum of the politicians, they are mingle with the common people and then they are solving their problems then and there itself? No. Is there? I'm not telling 100%, I'm not telling all the politicians. No, there are many politicians are there to mention in this time. Those who are working for people and those who are fulfill the interest of the people, and then those who are completely sacrifice their political life to serve those constituency and as well as for their area or what we call their taluk or district, or they are going to contribute to the nation. But like these peoples are only the handful. Only the handful, not all the elected representatives. If all the elected representatives, if they are going to follow the same, or if they are going to become a very sincere, and if they are going to sacrifice, or if they are not, even it's not required to sacrifice also, just if they work for the people, or if they are doing something good for the society sincerely, then that is far better, and then it's enough. See, this is the thing. So, the elected leaders do not know the interest, the best interest of the people, and that leads to bad decisions. They are taking decisions, whatever they want. They are not going to take decisions what the people of that respective area or the society or the constituency they needs or they wants. And in the beginning only I told, when I start to discuss this topic, the arguments against democracy. See, it is about the corruption. The democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. I should come to politics for what purpose? To gain something in illegal way. Just you can go through our whoever it may be the elected representatives. There before the total assets, actually they needs to give the report to the election commission, and as well as they needs to be submit the report of their complete assets, the properties report also, including cash or gold or even the amount and bank details, and then land. So whatever they are having their assets, they should declare. Just you can imagine, if the person once elected for 5 years, if is in the power, and just you can imagine about the property, we can't. There's a lot of difference. The government is providing some basic for them also. They are getting so and so thing allowance, like government officials also, including salary. But just you can imagine, first crore, land, property, apartments, gold, cash, bank accounts, and more than they used to keep in other state, other countries' bank, what we used to call as a black money. I think you all of you knows that regarding this black money, the Swiss bank and the Switzerland is actually heaven for Indian politicians to keep their amount. So even just you can imagine, and then you can try to understand, if suppose if you are bring back those amount, those were kept in the Switzerland banks, whatever it may be the amount, then Just you can imagine the condition of our, economic condition of our country. There is no doubt, there is a lot we can do, we can achieve, we can avoid the below poverty line or whatever it may be, the condition of poverty, and then even the economic condition of our country and all. But who is ready to do all these things? Are you getting now? See, the root of corruption in a democratic system, we cannot imagine. And the next thing that, so it's one of the major problem in the democratic system. See, the ordinary people don't know what is good for them. There are so many people, even illiterate people or uneducated people, even sometimes the educated class people also, they are not worried about all these things, the system of government, how they are running, the facilities, and then what they require, no one knows. See, and then what about the condition of ordinary people? See, the ordinary people, so they don't know what is good for them. They don't know what is good for them. Then they should not decide anything also. They should not decide anything also. This is the another major problem. See, like this, there are many arguments against democracy we can observe, and even we can note, or we can make a lot of points and then things about, the arguments against democracy. See, apart from all these, then there are some of the what we call the satisfied, but it's not like that. But the thing is that if we are going to avoid all those things in a system, but something we can't do or we cannot. For example, leaders keep changing and all. It's very common in a democratic system. Then we cannot expect the stable government also for a long time. Of course, even though if we avoid all these things, then there is no doubt, dear students, so the democratic system of the government is one of the best system of the government compared to all other governments. But the thing is that whatever we are discussing, especially with the example of our country and the present situation, wherever you can go to government officials or any department in any, even taluk level, district level, wherever you can go, so the most of the government officials involved in the corruptions. And then actually, I would like to give some more points about this. See, we should get immediately the work. Whatever the files goes to the government offices, so again it's so delay. If we are going to fulfill what they require, they are expecting something, and then some of the officials, they used to ask directly, we want something, if we are going to fulfill whatever they are expecting, then we will get immediately. Then most of the educated people, we are going to follow the same, because we needs to be finished so early, we no need to waste our time also. Then unfortunately, the educated class people only involving in this corruption and even encouraging this corruption. And even the government officials, they are fixed like that only. Yes, it is exact. They are. For them, it's so easy to. So once again, I would like to remember. So my dear students, so regarding arguments against democracy, whatever I discussed, it is about only the text, understood, and then not to hurt anyone also. So once again, I am going to clear this, because you are so many from maybe the government officials or the different level they are working, or maybe the politicians are there. So it is very clear. Once again, I am going to clear regarding this. Whatever I discussed regarding arguments against the democracy, it is all about the text. So there is no intention of my personal intention to hurt anyone or to do or to tell something against the fact I told. And even you can check this fact also wherever you can go, and even it's very clear that in media also you are getting a lot of information regarding all the system of the system of democratic countries, especially in our India, how it's running. Then And then don't feel all are like that. No, there is no doubt. There are a lot of sincere officers, sincere officials, sincere politicians, those who are completely sacrificed their complete service, even after their retirement also they are involved in the society based, I mean the community, those who are working for the community, society, and therefore nation. And we should hats off them. By these students, by clearing this, so once again, this is all about the topic, whatever I discussed in this session. So not to hurt anyone also, it is very clear that. So if feel something, so please take it as a subject, not personally, okay? Thank you, have a nice day. So the next class we are going to learn about, so merits of the democracy, arguments for democracy. Thank you, have a nice day.